We are the children of Israel. God chose us to be a people, man. And we're out here, we're going to teach the gospel of Christ.
Street interviews, take one.
Hey, how y'all doing? We're just doing interviews. Do y'all mind, brother, if we interview you, y'all both? Okay. Just one question about Cardi B. All right, if you know anything.
I don't know nothing about no Cardi B.
Okay.
You might know something about
she may know. Do I have permission to talk to you, really?
Yeah.
Okay, no sweat. All right. So the question we have for Cardi B, right? There's been news that Cardi B was caught twerking, right? While being pregnant.
I think I seen that video.
Being pregnant with another man's child.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on that?
As a woman, as a mother, as a grandmother.
Yes.
I mean, if it's part of her entertainment content, then so be it. You know, you still got stripping while pregnant. It's money in there.
Okay.
And there's only money in there because that's what men like to see. You know, so kudos to her. She can do it, let her do it.
Understood. Now, with that being said, do you see her behavior as damaging to the black community?
I can't speak for the whole thing.
Okay.
I can't speak for you, and nobody else.
Okay.
For myself, she is a role model.
She is.
To the younger, to some older.
No sweat.
But to each his own.
Now, do you have any daughters by any chance?
I have daughters and granddaughters.
You got granddaughters. Would you be okay with your granddaughters and daughters twerking while being pregnant by another man's child? With another man's child?
In the real world?
I'm talking about, well, Cardi B's in the real world.
Okay, but she's an entertainer as well.
In the real world.
In the real world.
So would you be okay?
It's making no money. It's not harming nobody, and it's all the same.
So are you agreeing? Are you saying yes that you would be okay with your granddaughters and your daughters twerking in front of an audience or just anybody in public in Virginia Beach, Norfolk, whatever it is, right, while being pregnant?
So that's it.
I understand to each his own. So are you agreeing that you would be okay
I
with it?
agree and disagree.
Okay, so you wouldn't be okay?
To each his own.
It always leads back to each his own, huh? To each his own.
Yeah.
So
because what Cardi B doesn't put food on my table, it puts food on her table. Okay? And if my grandchild or daughter is comfortable with their self as being a woman and is fine with whatever stigma comes with that, if they're cool with it, I'm cool with it.
Understood.
To each his own.
So you're okay with your daughters and your granddaughters, right, putting food on their tables by the means of twerking and being strippers and things like that.
If that's what they have to do, provide for their needs, I'm a supporter.
So you would support them. Okay. Now, would you mind if I ask your husband the same questions? Now, would you agree with what your wife is saying?
As a father, no.
Of course.
As a father, no.
Understood.
I mean, no. I don't.
And why wouldn't you agree?
Because, like you said, to me, it's our legacy that they're looking at. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they know this is my daughter or my granddaughter, it's gonna always come back ultimately to me. You know what I mean? I was raised up like, respect your queen, regardless of if she white, black, whatever. Respect her.
Understood.
And, I mean, her views and my views, like,
Understood.
clash, you know what I mean? But I wouldn't be okay with that. I would be the one to actually go on the stage and probably take her up off of there.
Understood. Now, my question to the both of you, right? Now, I see that you got a cross around your neck. I don't see a cross around here. Would y'all identify as Christians by any chance?
I believe in God.
But you do believe in God. Okay, so that means you would believe in the Bible too as well. To a certain extent. I'll get to you later about that certain extent. No problem. About you, is there a certain extent as well?
I believe in God.
Okay,
The Bible
believe in God.
The Bible is man written, and we know men lie. There's different languages of the Bible.
Yeah.
It's not a word in every language for another word.
Right, understood.
So therefore, a lot of things get lost in translation. So,
and would you agree that the Bible is the only way to know about God?
no.
Now, you do know if it wasn't for the Bible, no one would know about God, right?
Apparently, that's what they want us to believe. But we were the creators of religion, but that's a whole nother time.
Well, men itself is creating religion, but the Lord did give man the word, which in this context, it was actually the Israelites, it was his people. He gave his people the word of the Most High God, right? He gave them his word, and they put it into a record, and now it's known as the Bible. Okay, so y'all may not prescribe to it, no problem, but y'all do believe in God. Now, God talks about a man and a woman being one, and a husband and a wife being one. Would you agree that you guys are one in this conversation?
No, we're not.
Oh, no.
We're not.
No, not at all.
No, because I have my own opinion in here.
Right. Now, would you believe that having difference of opinions in the marriage does cause damage to black families?
To a certain extent.
I mean, yeah, I can see that.
You see that?
But if you have a rule that you can agree to disagree, because you still are individuals, he thinks for himself. I think for myself, I'm his real. I'm not above him or beneath him.
Okay.
So it's called compromise. That's what makes a marriage work.
Now, to be fair and to be reasonable, you know that is not in the Bible.
Who said it was? I didn't.
Of course, but God did give his words. And his words was that a man is actually above his woman. He's actually above his wife. Were you aware of that?
Yeah.
And were you aware as a wife you are to submit to your husband?
Now,
I'm getting.
Now let's talk about it. You wanted to talk about it. Let's talk about it. You wanted to talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
This is my husband.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is my king.
I know you love that.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And he reads the household. But guess what? I'm also that wife that can say, hold on, baby. You get ready to take us down this wrong path, and I'm not going. Okay? Because that's who I am. I can't speak for the next man's life.
Understood. Right. Now, of course, as a wife and as a mother, going down the wrong path isn't twerking in front of a crowd full of people for money or stripping for money while being pregnant.
As a woman who was a single mother before I became married,
No problem.
I did what I had to do to put food on my kids, on the table for my kids. And that included twerking for money while pregnant.
Now, are you proud of that?
I'm not ashamed.
Which means you're proud of that.
I'm not ashamed of it.
Okay, I see what you're saying. But you're not ashamed. You're proud of it.
No,
That's the opposite of it.
that might be the opposite of it, but that's not what it is.
So that means you're not proud of it.
I am.
Try to answer as straightforward as you can.
I am.
Okay, no sweat. Are you okay? You are proud of
Yeah.
it. No problem.
I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
If the circumstances was different, I wouldn't have had to resort to it.
I'm glad that you brought that up. And now this pretty much concludes, all right, the question, because I really just wanted to bring out a spirit, and she actually led me right to it, which was, strategically the goal. so no problem. So, like you said, if the circumstances were different, you would have never done something like that. You would have never made that decision. Here's the thing, right? You would have never done that because if we were not under our oppressors, right? If we were not under white people, right? Our oppressors, Caucasians, the colonizers, whatever, slaveholders, whatever you want to call them. If it wasn't for the abuse and the brutalization and the sexualization of our women in slavery and men, our sisters, which includes you, would have never had, in any circumstance, make money that way or to put bread on our table. So the best thing we can do as so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans is to not be proud of it. And we must be ashamed of it. We must not encourage that kind of behavior that Cardi exhibits. We must take a stand this day. And the only way to take that stand is to know who your enemy is and who you must serve. Not your enemy, but the Most High God that y'all do say y'all believe in. And the way to take that stand is knowing who that enemy is. So before I leave here, hopefully y'all can get some understanding, right? To know that you want to separate from the culture of our oppressors, which is essentially being strippers, right? You know what I'm saying? Being maybe escorts and prostitutes, whatever the case may be. Don't be proud of it. Including when it comes to us men, drug dealers and things like that. Separate from something like that, right? Because that's really our oppressors' culture. You know who the first drug dealer was? Yeah, it was Al Capone in the mafia. Oh yeah, you got the Colombo family, the Bonanno family, the Gambino family, the Genovese family, the Lucchese family. I can tell you all the families, right? White people were the original gangsters. They may not try to admit it, but white people are the original gangsters. They're also the original prostitutes and the escorts. I don't know if
This
y'all
all
knew that.
may be also true, but you can't blame the person for the decision of making to decide responsibility. You gotta blame them.
Okay, so I'm glad that you brought that up, right? Here's the thing, right? Let's say you have a person right here, and I'm gonna put it into a woman's perspective because you're a woman, so I know you understand it. If you had a 9-year-old girl, this is going to be like the most shameful example. If that 10-year-old girl was forced to have sex with some man, would you blame her, or would you blame the man for grabbing her up?
I would blame the man for grabbing her.
Essentially, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to blame the man who grabbed up black men and made them who they are. They're victims, just as much as you as a black woman is a victim of white supremacy. You understand?
I understand, but a black man, black woman, Indian, Korean, whatever, has the sound mind. Who has the sound mind to make decisions? They make their own decisions. Understood? That has nothing to do with us.
You too.